Welcome and thank you for choosing freeconferencecall.com. You're helping people around the world communicate for free. You are the only participant in the conference.
What up, good people? Let me get a mic check on my voice. Mic check on my voice. Make sure you hear me good before we get started. Coming off a huge win. Let me see if I can pull these stats so while we waiting on this mic check. Big victory today. Big victory. Started off kind of shaky in my opinion, but big victory. Pull these stats up, then we're going to jump into it. We're going to jump right into it. And remember, I'm going to go through my list spiel, but this show is for you guys. I'm going to put the phone number in the chat box in a minute. But I'm going to go through my list spiel from what I saw and tell you guys what I saw. And then we're going to, let you guys have it. Because I want to hear you guys' opinion. Because you have listened to me all week. You got over 1,000 views on the 3 videos I grinded out Thursday night. And you guys watched them. And I appreciate it. Didn't expect all 3 of them to get close to that number. But they did. And so that's a tribute to you guys, tuning in and listening to what I got to say and supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. Almost to my stats. Hope they got them up. Yeah, they got them up. All right, so I'm gonna just start by going down the stat line real quick, and then I got a few little notes that I'm gonna go through or whatever, and then we can open it up for questions. Then I get in the chat box and all that. But final score was 33-16. At halftime, it was 20-10, and I think I tweeted I didn't feel like we were up. I kind of felt like we were just moseying along. Had a couple good plays. We're not really just all gas, no brakes. We were making some sound plays. We just wasn't putting it all together and doing our thing. Hey, Miss Sandy, how you doing? I really felt some kind of way about the way we played, you know, in that first half. And then, you know, it kind of spilled over to the second quarter. We were up and down, so to speak. We were up and down. Even though we scored 33 points, I think we were up and down. It was crazy. The RBs were awesome. The running backs were awesome. Matter of fact, let's go on to the stats for the running backs. That's a good segue right there. Running the ball. Gus, man, that little run of runs that Gus had toward the end, man, how can we get all these dudes touches? That's crazy. Gus, 10 for 73, 7.3 yards a carry. Ingram, 9 for 55, 6.1 yards a carry. JK, 2 for 48, 24 yards a carry. And did you notice the blocking on JK's run toward the end? He wasn't even touched that. He was like 25, 30 yards down the field. And that's because he slipped. Had he not slipped, he might have been untouched, period. Great blocking on that play. Lamar had the most carries, 16 for 54, with 3.4 yards per carry. But I think they were really keying on Lamar. Really keying on Lamar running the ball. We're going to get to that O-line, Jared. We're going to get to it. Appreciate the deuce, Jared, too. Appreciate it. We're going to get to that O-line. It's crazy. Matter of fact, I'll let y'all look at me while I'm talking about this. Then when I go to the phone lines, we'll close me back off. We'll close me back off when we do that. Pull this back up. Start that over. Alright, now let's see. Go over to my control panel. Y'all can't hear that music, but I can. It's in my ear loud. That's for the phone line. There we go. Now I'm back. Hey y'all. What's up? Happy Sunday. Victory Sunday. Victory Sunday. Let's get back into these stats. Alright. So for them, running the ball, David Johnson had 11 carries for 31 yards, 3.1 yards a carry, and Watson had 5 for 17. We kept both of them under 3 yards a carry, so that's good for the defense. Defensive line was eating. Defensive line, linebackers, they were eating. Offensive line, yeah. We were eating in run plays, but when it was obvious pass situations, it was rough. It was rough. I remember a play, I think in the second quarter maybe, the nose tackle got up under Tyree, and Tyree was in Lamar's face before he even throw the ball. So, you know, and he's young, but keep in mind, Orlando is not the greatest pass blocker. Tyree's young. And that was J.J. Watt. One of the best. What's up, Ravens? See? Appreciate you coming. J.J. Watt's one of the best defensive linemen to play the game in recent history. So kind of factor that in, too, and the fact that that right side looked kind of bad today. Because, like I said, J.J. Watt was on that side. And there was a couple plays where Orlando got JJ off balance and stuff, and they probably just didn't, emphasize that because when the O-line do their job, you don't really see them. It's when they don't do it is when it comes into play, and there were a lot of times where Lamar just was under a lot of pressure that we think he should not have been under. How many times was Lamar sacked? I know it was a good man. I know Watt had 2 by himself. Watt had 2 and a DB had 2. Let me get down to that real quick since we're talking about it. Sacks. Cunningham had 1. Watt had 2. Some guy I can't pronounce. C. Omenihu had 1. So we were sacked 4 times, but with a lot of pressure. As far as us getting sacks, Humphreys and Clark combined for a sack. Campbell had a sack. Elliott had a sack. The Joker finally showed up. Did his little signature move. I saw that. Bowser had a sack. Where are Hurries? That's what I need. Is Hurries on this page? What's Q? Is Q? No, they don't have Hurries on here. But we got a lot of heat on Deshaun. A lot of heat on Deshaun. To the fact where he was kind of playing a little backyard ball. Out there playing a little backyard ball, getting the balls off and just flicking them to people. But what I do is I run through my little notes I took down for the game. And then we'll, get to the phone lines and get to the chat box and then get you out of here for Sunday Night Football. First drive, I got a missed block by Ricard. I can't even remember what it was on, but the very first offensive drive, I hit a missed block that led us to punting. So I don't remember what that was, but that's what I got wrote down. Second offensive drive. We looked out of sync. We looked out of sync the whole second drive, but the fact that we had a mobile quarterback that could make stuff happen, and when stuff broke down, that's what kept us in there, and we got a field goal out of that drive. But we still looked out of sync. The next defensive drive, I was impressed with Queen's defense on that 4th and 1 when they decided to go for it. Queen broke on the ball and knocked it down on a little quick out route they tried to run. And Queen is fast, man. We know he can run fast, but he's playing fast also. He looks fast out there. And Deshaun Watson is not slow. Deshaun broke out on maybe a scramble and was going to try to beat Queen to the edge. And he didn't beat Queen to the edge, but the fact he reached the ball out, that let him get the first down. But he didn't outrun Queen. Queen playing fast. That's the thing I didn't think he would do as a rookie, because we already know he can run fast, but he's playing. Even when he blitz and get after the QB, he go through there and he may get pushed by, but he ain't stopping. He's spinning off, he getting up, whatever he's trying to do to get back to that QB. He looks tenacious out there. He looks really. I'm really impressed with Queen. Now what we did beat him at, and this was one of the keys I had to us beating them early in the game, the play action pass. We were killing them with that. We were killing them with the pop, with the fake runs and whatnot, and then coming up, hitting people across the middle or drag routes or whatnot. We did a good job of that early in the game, and that's how we got a lot of the yardage. Now, what I didn't like on some of the bootlegs, some of our naked bootlegs, as soon as Lamar would boot out, somebody was in his face. A lot of time it was white. But, this is stuff we can clean up. We just looked out of sync. And I hope it wasn't a case of looking ahead to next week. But we didn't look as pristine and crisp as I thought we should have. And maybe I should give the Texans some of that credit, because it's a weaker film on both teams. They got a weaker film on us, so maybe I should give some of them credit. And plus, we still scored 33 points. Possibly could have scored 40, but at the end of the game, after the long run from Dobbins, we decided to kneel the ball, which is the correct thing to do, sportsmanship-wise. When the Texans did get their points, they were throwing the balls to their tight ends, and their tight ends were bullying our safeties and linebackers. And I don't necessarily mean bullying like just constantly beating them up, but using their frame to catch balls. I saw catches against Levine, catches against I want to say Queen, and a catch against Chuck Clark maybe. And they were in position to make plays, but their tight ends just were bigger and stronger and a little bit more physical and got it done, which was kind of led to the touchdown they got, and maybe a field goal too. So it basically led to them 10 points they got. I saw big third down catches in crucial situations in my part by Marquise Brown and Mark Andrews. So that, the fact that Lamar was driving the ball downfield in straight drop back situations, that was key until they started getting that pressure, on that right side. I was scared again when Zeus went down and held that ankle, but he bounced back up and came in. That scared me. I hope he can get healthy. Hope we can get a game where he gets to come out early and can rest up. But that probably won't be this week coming up. Next I got is the Hunt Punch. We got another punch by Marlon Humphrey that turned into a touchdown. I think it happened versus the Steelers last year. Somebody caught a ball, Marlon punched it out, picked it up and went for a touchdown. This time it was Bowser, I think, got a touchdown. It was Fort got a touchdown. LJ Fort got a touchdown. So Humphrey, study making plays, man. Study making plays. If you catch the ball on Humphrey, the play is not over. It's not over. You got to be aware of what's going on, and he does a great job of getting the ball over. And also, the next topic. MP Juice Man's pick. On that play, and they did show the replay during the game. Peters had man coverage versus somebody in motion. Well, when the ball was snapped, he bagged off because the guy didn't really run a route and jumped somebody else's route. Because whoever they was throwing it to was open based off the dude that was covering him. But because Juice Man's man just kind of sat there in the flats and didn't do anything, he read the quarterback and went and got it. And made a heck of a diving catch. Not to let that ball hit the ground. So Juice Man did a good job. Both corners, produced turnovers, which we love. Now to the bad part of it. Tavon's out for the year. Somebody just mentioned it in the chat box. Tavon is, I don't know if it's his ACL or what, but I know while I was setting up, I saw an alert that said Tavon's out for the year. So that sucks. But we signed, that's why we signed Jimmy. Avery played a lot. Avery was getting cooked a little bit. To me, Avery's biggest asset is his speed. But the guy he was guarding today, for the most part, getting cooked by, had speed also. Brandon Cooks. And so, it is. I mean, technically, Avery say fifth corner going against their second best receiver. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got to think about that. That's our fifth corner going against their second best receiver. Me thinking Fuller's the best receiver. And did you know Fuller he was playing, but he was not playing. I don't think Fuller had a catch. Let me look over here and see. I don't think Fuller had one catch. At least while I was paying attention. No, Fuller didn't have a catch. After going 8 for 100, over 100 plus last week. Not one catch. Cooks had 5. Atkins had 7. I think Atkins was one of the tight ends. Fales, another tight end, had 2. Their best receiver was erased. So, and it had to be by Peters, because later in the game, Marlon was playing tight ends. Marlon was guarding tight ends. Jimmy was out there too. So it probably was a combination of all three of them. Probably I would say that Jimmy was out there too. All right. So let's see. Pass pro and blitz pickup did not look good. Pass pro and blitz pickup did not look good at all. Just as the game went on, they figured out something, and they started going to it, and it was working. They was bringing heat, but that right side of the line. And I have to not be so critical because it was J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt's one of the best to ever do it, man, against a rookie and a guy that's not really known for pass pro. So we got to take it as a grain of salt because we good in the run game with him. But, pass game wise, we kind of iffy there. So that's the give and take. We don't have the perfect lineman over there. We don't have a guy that's good in the run game and good in the pass. At least not yet. And I think they'll figure it out. It's game 2 for Tyree Phillips, and it's Zeus versus J.J. Watt. Probably one of the best defensive ends to ever do this. So I'm gonna be critical, but not as critical. But he just gotta do his job, man. Gotta do his job, and for the most part, he probably did his job. Because if you look at it, say it was 60-something snaps. I'm just throwing a number out there. And J.J. Watt got 2 sacks. He got a batted ball, but the batted ball was on Bozeman. So if they messed up 5 out of, well, let's say if they messed up 10 out of 60 snaps, that's still, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. You want it to be 1 or 2, but that ain't bad. He got 2 sacks and a batted ball. But they got a ton of pressure between Zeus and between, I'm gonna say it like this, they got a lot of pressure from Stanley over. So whether it be from Bozeman, Skura, Phillips, or Brown, they just got a lot of pressure. But it is what it is. Again, Joker came in and made a sack. He made his signature appearance with the Joker smile. And we had 2 missed TDs. I don't know if it was 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1. Lamar ran quarterback counter. And if Andrews just stays on his guy and don't let him get off, it's a touchdown. Because I don't remember who the receiver is out in front, but he had this guy sold up, and Stanley was out there with nobody to block. And he didn't help Andrews because it was like a safety on Andrews. And in my mind, I know I'm figuring Andrews going to pancake this dude, or at least hold him while Lamar get there. But the guy came off right at the last second and tripped up Lamar. But had he not did that, that would have been a house call. Also on J.K.'s long run toward the end, he was untouched off the edge, I know, for 20, 25 yards, and then he slipped. And I think him slipping kind of allowed them to catch up. But that's 14 points that should have been on the board right there. I also do want to applaud the coaching on the fourth down call when we ran the direct snap to Mark Andrews. That was different. I hadn't seen that before. That was different. That was different. That was different. What up, Bots? Appreciate you for joining us. That was different. We ran a direct snap to Ingram. I applaud the coach for throwing something different out there, doing something different, and not just putting Lamar in situations where he got to be a power back, because he's not a power back. He's a finesse guy. So I appreciate them doing that, and those are the keys that I have. Matter of fact, let me put this phone number in the chat box because I really want to hear from you guys. Enough of me talking. That's the number, the access code, 918-914. That's what it is. So if I can get a couple callers in to, talk about, give me their take on the game, I would love to hear it. Love to hear it. Because you guys listen to me all week again. There we go. Let me close this out so I can see when it pop up. All right. Now we good. We good to go. Good to go. Good to function. Close these stats. Oh, let's see about time possession before anybody do that. Y'all know how big I am on time possession. We won time possession by almost 10 minutes. 34 minutes and 51 seconds to 25 minutes and 9 seconds. And coming out of halftime, we had an 8-minute drive. So for that long, it was that one drive. I think we got a field goal out of it. Oh man, did we score? We had an 8-minute drive, which pretty much demoralized the Texans because their defense was on the field for forever, and we probably was on the field offensively almost the whole second half because they were throwing the ball trying to come back, and it's crazy. Brandon, I don't know where Judon been, honestly. Judon's been MIA. We got to put out a APB for him, all points bulletin. You got to find where Judon at. And I just don't know. But I know who is eating out there. That doggone Bowser. Bowser out there getting after it. Playing fast, looking athletic, looking agile. Bowser is getting after it. Let's see what else we got in the chat box. Put Avery in the slot. I think they're gonna put Marlon in the slot when a good receiver moves to the slot. I think they send Marlon in there and let Jimmy go outside. So that's why and Avery just gonna be the fourth corner. So if they're full wide, that's when Avery comes out there. He's gonna be the fourth corner. Who you talking about, Raven C? Unless he take less money, who's gone? Oh, you talking about Judon? Yeah, yeah. Unless he have a complete turnaround. There's 2 games and he's been pretty much invisible himself. It's been 2 games and he's been invisible. Now I have to go back and look at the tape and see, kind of what he's doing or whatnot. But the pressure we getting, not coming from him. Not coming from him. I think he chased Deshaun on one, maybe had a hurry, but I can't. He didn't stand out. He didn't pop out. Nothing he did in the game popped out. Some stuff that Campbell did popped out. Some stuff that Wolf did popped out. Brandon, came through him on some almost tackle for loss. I think that was Brandon that got faked out when Deshaun kind of faked out 2 or 3 of our guys. Brandon was one of them dudes. Patrick Queen, yeah. Queen come through like a mad man. When he blitz and he gets skinny at just the right time, them guys ain't blocking. Queen's making a huge difference. Are they scheming for Judon? Offensively? So the other team, I don't think the other team's scheming for Judon. I think the other team's scheming for Campbell, which should put Judon, in one-on-one situations. And I just had a thought. The one play I saw Ferguson in, the back, David Johnson was blocking him the back, and David Johnson basically stuffed that guy. Ferguson was untouched and had the back to block him and couldn't get off the block from the back. That bothered me right there. So Ferguson, along with what Judon not doing, that don't sit well with me for edge. Yeah, so we getting pressure. We getting pressure with 1 techs, 3 techs, and the linebackers. That's where our pressure coming from. We ain't and edge pressure coming from Bowser. When we get it, edge pressure coming from Bowser. So really, it's Wolf, it's Campbell, it's Brandon a little bit, it's Ward, it's Queen, it's Fort. I ain't seen Harrison blitz a lot. I would have to go back and look at it, but it's crazy, man. We getting pressure. We're getting pressure, but we're still blitzing. Hit record. Okay, let me see. Oh, I hit record. Appreciate it. I didn't know you could still hear it. Appreciate it. I thought I was the only one that could hear it. But now it's up. Appreciate you, Vach. So y'all been listening to me over that the whole time. I appreciate y'all, man. All 50 of y'all that was listening to me talk over that music. Y'all good people. Y'all good people for staying here and doing that for me. I appreciate you. But again, the pressure. We're not getting pressure with our edge guys. So something has to happen soon. Something has to happen soon with us moving and getting an edge guy. And who's out there? Somebody said Clay Matthews. Is Clay that guy though? Clay hadn't played in a while. Is Clay the guy to come in and help? Or we just need to get it with the guys that we got need to get in gear? Because this is Judon's playing for what he got? 18 something million, 16 something million, and he's been a non-factor in 2 games. In two games, Judon is MIA, completely missing. But still, I want to hear what you guys got. Let me put this in the chat box again for you. It's 605-472-5400. That's the number. Access code 918-914. No dash. I messed that up. 918-914. Come through. Hey, enough of me talking. Let me browse the chat box again. Oh, we may be looking for another corner. May have to find another corner from somewhere. I just thought about that. Because Tavon's gone again. I think Iman's on IR. So we might be on the corner market looking to bring a backup guy in. As well as some edge stuff. It just blows my mind the fact that we can't get pressure off the edge with the interior guys that we got. Now I'm gonna go back and look at it harder when I get the all 22. But I know they're not single blocking Calais inside. I know they're not. Which puts whoever's on the same side as Calais with the one-on-one outside, unless it's a chip or a tight end or something. At some point Sunday, we got to get pressure without blitzing. Sunday. At some point this Sunday or Monday, whenever we play them guys, we got to get pressure without blitzing. So, and it's got to happen. It's got to happen now. It's crazy. What else? I got one more point I got in there. Oh, this I want to ask you guys. And somebody was asked this earlier. Do you guys even remember that we had an all-pro safety on the team? Like, hey, Miss Antoinette's here. I want to go ahead. I'm glad she came through. Miss Antoinette came through last week with money from the cash out, and I always miss it when she do it. But I make sure I come back and hit her on the rebound, which is what I'm doing right now. I got one of my guys online. Let me make sure I got the volume up. What up, Vach?
Don't get me wrong. I like Gus. You know what I'm saying? but at some point you gotta let your upside fly. You know what I mean?
Right.
Also, me being draft guy, I would like for y'all to get Duvernay involved a little bit more because every time Duvernay get involved, I get a little excited, and then I don't see nothing else from Duvernay no more. So I would just love for y'all to make y'all mind up with that Cowboy W. I just love when my left stroke go viral. You know what I'm saying? I just love it. You know what I'm saying?
So if you don't know, this dude is extremely excited about the Cowboy W he got. I'm sure his water is tasting fine over there in H Town, right? Your water's good, right?
Of course it is. It's always good. Of course it is.
So if you don't know, he went on at halftime live and told his fan base basically to relax. That they had it. Because I'm moderating his chat box. They were all up in arms, fire Dak, cut Dak, play dogs, all kind of mumbo jumbo. And when I was laughing, it was funny to me. But the Falcons were the Falcons. And again, I'm a Nostradamus to Vach and to my wife. Because my wife called the Falcons debacle in the Super Bowl. She said the Falcons up, and they were up like 28-3 in the Super Bowl. She's like, oh, they're going to lose. And she kept on doing what she was doing. They lost. We watched the game today.
That's Falcons, a good one.
Falcons, they're going to lose that too. They lost.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Because they never would have had them points. They never would have had them points if we ain't put the ball on the ground 6 times. I'm up here watching the game. I said, look, man, it's 3 minutes left in the first quarter, and we get the ball back at half. Y'all need to stop thinking like fans, see? And that's why I have the luxury because I'm kind of blessed, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I see the game like a coach sometimes, right? So if I'm a coach, in my mind, I'm like, how many possessions can I get out of this time left? That's just what I'm thinking, coach thinks. And I'm like, man, I know I can get the ball 7 more times with 2.5 quarters, you know what I mean? But fans think that if you go down, you can't go back up. The Falcons can't play no defense, man. The Falcons can't play no defense, man. I love when my left stroke goes viral. I love when my left stroke goes viral.
This guy crazy. That's the same thing last week, though, with the Ravens. We got the ball with 41 seconds left. And in my mind, I thought, okay, maybe we can get in field goal range and Tucker can hit a long field goal. Man, them Blues ran 8 plays in 35 seconds and got a touchdown out of it.
God bless him. God bless him.
Different
You know what I'm saying?
Different set.
But I ain't going to hold your lines up too long. I would love for some Ravens fans to come in and give us some nuanced Ravens analysis. For everybody listening right now, get your lemongrass and your alkaline water and your cherries so all your gout can go away. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hold it down for the Doski-Woski, man. Shout out to you, Coach.
Hey, and look, all my Ravens fan people that's in here, we play the Cowboys this year, so this thing gonna get kind of feisty, whatever that week is. That's my guy. That's my little son. But the thing gonna get kind of feisty whenever it is. This thing gonna get kind of feisty. Line them up. You're right. We're gonna drop the ball. Line them up, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for coming through, bro.
All right, go.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
Hey, my guy, look out for me, man. He kind of started me on this journey, and he's blowing up. If you don't know, it's Voch Lombardi. He's in the chat box. Follow him. He does draft stuff, does Cowboy stuff. Has a little show on Yahoo Sports Canada that he does with Adnan that used to be on ESPN and another guy that I'm not familiar with, but they do a great job on that. It's Yahoo Sports Canada. I think it's called More Football, and so they talk basically all NFL. So follow Voch, jump in on that, follow that channel too, and check them out, man. As far as Ravens, hey, that's pretty much what I got, man. I'm happy we won. I still think it's a case of us looking ahead a little bit. I think we're gonna be locked in for next week. Like completely locked in, because they got Chris Jones, which scares me. That's Chris Jones plays 0 and 1, and that's gonna be in that area of Skura and Tyree Phillips. So that scares me a little bit. But we got the stuff in place to do it. We can take whatever the Chargers did to slow them down, because our personnel is better than the Chargers. Our defensive personnel, even with Tavon going down, is better than the Chargers. So take whatever the Chargers did this week, build on it, and put pressure on them to score. Because we're going to score on them. We're going to score on them. Them guys are going to be locked in. They BS this game. So they're gonna be locked in for this week because we lost to these dudes twice. Twice. The first time when Lamar was, as Lamar the quarterback. The first time we should have beat them, which was Lamar rookie year. We should have beat them. Gave the game away at the end. Second time it is what it is. But this time we need to get over that hump. We get over this hump this coming Sunday. I promise you, they're gonna be super hungry. We get over this hump, beat the Chiefs. Whoever we play after the Chiefs, if it's not a letdown, gonna get steamrolled. And if we can get these two back to back, Chiefs and whoever's next, and just don't have a letdown, it's gonna be on for real. It's gonna be on for real. So that's my early take on it. But you guys will get a preview video Friday morning about once I get a chance to look at it more. As far as my videos for this week, I don't really know what I want to do right now. I don't really know what I want to do. I think I want to do something with. We already had Tyree, and I just hate to just keep beating Tyree upside the head. I want to look at matter of fact, I'm gonna look at Judon. I'm gonna look at Judon and see where he at. One of the videos is gonna be on Judon, trying to see where he at. Judon's one of them. And Gus deserve it. Gus deserve it. Let's go with Judon and Gus, and then I'll put something else in there for the Patreon people too. Patreon people. We got Washington after the Chiefs. So the Chiefs and Washington, if we beat the Chiefs, well, no, take that. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. When we beat the Chiefs, that you got it, Mitchell. That's one I'm gonna be. Pass Pro Woes. There it is right there. Appreciate you, Mitchell. Mitchell Rose came through with a topic for the week. Pass Pro Woes. I'm gonna name it there. Let me write that down. Look at that. See, I told you this show for everybody. It ain't just me. I'm just talking up here. But Pass Pro Woes and Judon, and then I'll have something for the Patreon people. That's what I do. Matter of fact, I might do something rookie wise. Matter of fact, Queen, I'm gonna do something with Queen for my people on Patreon. I'll do something for Queen. I look at Patrick Queen and how he's played over the course of these first two games and kind of break that down. All right, so that's what we got. Vach called in today. My other callers from last week, it is kind of late. Normally we get more calls when we have a 1 o'clock game. But people got to go to work and all that good stuff. And the Sunday night game's on already. So I appreciate the guys that came through. We had over 50 at one point. We got 38 right now. I appreciate if you guys hit that like button. Miss Antoinette came through with the donation last week. I appreciate you for coming back this week. And so, unless the NFL tripping with this All-22 again, which they did last week, which I hope they not. Because that was stressful doing 3 videos Thursday night, late Thursday night. And I can't do that this week because I got my own during game Friday. So, but it is what it is. If your first time here, make sure you hit the like button. If you have not subscribed, you stumbled upon this channel some kind of way, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and when you hit the bell notification, click all. Because YouTube sometimes don't put out stuff when they should. But if you click all, you should get all the notifications. Because all the people I clicked all on, I see it on my computer screen when I open the computer screen up. Or I get it to my phone. So I know that all works. And share. Share. And I'll see you guys Tuesday with a film, hopefully. Wednesday with a film, hopefully. And Friday morning with the preview of the Chiefs versus the Ravens. All right. And that's all I got for you, man. Let's enjoy this Sunday night. Enjoy this victory. Get ready for Purple Friday coming up this Friday. That's all I got, man. I'm happy we won, but it was sloppy. So, see you when I see you guys. Appreciate you.
With